Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share with you the most interesting topic, which is vectors. Hi guys, today I would like to discuss a HOTS question on vectors. Let's read the question. Diagram 15 shows an aircraft carrier and two of its battleships. The position of battleship A, battleship B, and enemy's battleship from the aircraft carrier is given by 3i plus 2j, 4i plus 5j, and 5i plus 7j respectively, assuming that the aircraft carrier is the origin. Okay, so we just highlight battleship B in red color, enemy's battleship in blue color. Okay, so we also highlight the unit vector given. Now let's study the diagram given. So you have aircraft carrier, battleship A, battleship B, and the enemy's battleship. Okay, so the diagram actually show the position of the ship. Battleship A has released a torpedo towards its enemy. Determine whether battleship B has been hit. Okay, assuming the torpedo moves in a straight line. So this sentence actually hints you the concept of the collinear vector, right? So you need to prove collinear vector, right, using the ratio. Okay, now the question again say battleship A release a torpedo towards its enemy. Determine whether battleship B has been hit. So we'll use collinear concept and prove it mathematically. Let's say we use a point to represent the vector. A is battleship A, 3i plus 2j, and B is 4i plus 5j, and E is the enemy. Okay, E is 5i plus 7j. So let's go to the diagram and study the diagram. So I'm going to convert the diagram or the picture into the vector. Okay, the moment you see diagram, you don't have to worry. You just convert to the concept or the vectors that you learn in your vectors topic. So we have the I and J, right, for vector, unit vector. And the question say, assuming that the origin is for the aircraft carrier, so we assign the 0 as origin there. And we have battleship A, battleship B, and the enemy's battleship. So we will label the point. Okay, we just assign each of the battleship as 1 point. So for battleship A, I use 3, 2. For battleship B, I will follow the point given. Actually, for battleship A is 3i plus 2j. And you know, I means 3 unit along the x-axis. So it's actually coordinate 3 for x, and 2j means 2 unit along the y-axis. This is so-called unit vector. Remember, 1i is 1 unit along x-axis. Okay, 1j is 1 unit along the y-axis. So if 4i plus 5j, so you write 4, 5. And if 5i, 7j, you write 5, 7 for the enemy's battleship. Alright, so we will use a point form to connect the point A and point B and point E. Now, okay, we actually convert the diagram into the point, and we can find the vector AB later. Alright, you can find the vector BE. Alright, so if you just try your best to do by finding the point A, B, C in a straight line, they are collinear, right? Okay, you can actually draw the arrow to show the vector A heading to B and B heading to E. So the vector AB, you can use an arrow. AB is equal to, remember the triangle law that I teach you. AB, okay, later we write the triangle law, and you can find the vector BE. Alright, so if you find the both vector, then you can at least you can get a few marks. Alright, so now we are going to find the vector AB and vector BE in terms of I and J. In fact, you can use a vector column. For me, I prefer to use vector column because it's easier for me to solve. It's just like using the matrix. You know, matrix you learn in mathematics. So it's easier for me to use a vector column. So you can use I and J if you want. But I don't really like it because I have to write IJ so many times. So okay, I will prefer to deal with numbers. So I will write the triangle law first. AB equal to AO plus OB. Okay, the moment you do triangle law, you have to check starting point. If AB, it must be start with the A first, and O is the interchange point, so AO plus OB. So you write the triangle law and you substitute the vector into the AO and OB. Do you know how to read the vector AO? Vector AO is actually you look at the origin, then you draw a line. Okay, from O to A, you are having vector 3i plus 2j, right? OA 3i plus 2j. So if AO, it means that you have to negative the OA, right? Okay, AO equal to negative OA. So this is a negative vector that you must know. Alright, so okay, now I'm going to show you how to find the vector AB. Okay, let's start now. Okay, you can write I plus 3j. And then for vector vector AB, because I have used a vector column to solve just now, you see my AO is negative 3, negative 2, right? Plus 4, 5, so I got 1, 3. And then for BE, okay, for BE, I will substitute the, we are having OB is 4, 5, so it will be negative 4, negative 5 for BO, and then you plus the 5, 7, and you simplify, you will get your vector BE, which is 1, 2, right? Alright, so your vector BE is 1, 2, so you can convert to I plus 2j. So in fact, you can use a vector column to solve first before you convert to I and j. Now let's have a look at what the question want. Okay, the question actually gave the vector for point A, point B, and the enemy's battleship, right? So now you see we have the vector For point A is 3i plus 2j, 4i plus 5j, 5i plus 7j. Then we go to the diagram. So now we study the diagram. Okay, we assuming that, okay, we can draw a straight line, assuming that they are lies on a straight line. So this is the origin, and we have point A, point B, and point E. Alright, that's how you figure out. Now let's read the question. Battleship A has released a torpedo towards the enemy. Determine whether battleship B has been hit. Assuming the torpedo moves in a straight line. Very important keywords. And you have to prove your answer mathematically. Alright. So basically when you see HOTS question, you don't have to worry. At the end, you will come back to the same concept that you learned, which is collinear concept, right? So if it is collinear, we will find the vector for AB and AE maybe, or you can find BE, up to you. So again, we highlight the question. Battleship A has released a torpedo. Let's say the torpedo is at battleship A. So you just focus to the battleship A, and you have to start with the A to B, right? Because the torpedo is at the starting at the battleship A. So that is the place where the torpedo is released. So we have 3 points, right? So we will do the collinear of the vector. So in this case, for this HOTS question, is actually you just connect to the concept of collinear, right? When collinear, remember what I say, you have to try to work out a ratio for the two vector AB and vector BE. Okay, so because the torpedo is released from the battleship A, so we will start with the vector A to B. Alright, okay, it's from A, so you must start to find the vector AB, and you can find vector AE if you want, or you can find vector BE. There are 3 possible ways to do, so long as you find 2 paths. Okay, either AB ratio to BE, or you can say AB ratio to AE. Alright, so now after you find the vector, let's see how to do. Okay, right, our vector AB just now, we have to write equal to lambda BE. Okay, you want to find the ratio, you must assign a ratio which is lambda. Okay. Okay, if you don't like lambda, you can use any of the constant. So 1, 3 is AB, right? Lambda BE is 1, 2, right? Just now we found already. You can write I plus 3j equal to lambda I plus 2j. It's okay, but I don't like it because I don't like I and j. It's very long. When I solve, finally I will convert to I and j later on. So 1 over 3 equal to lambda times 1 is lambda. 2 times lambda is 2 lambdas. Then we just do comparison. Lambda equal to 1 and 2 lambda equal to 3. And we have 2 lambda. That means we cannot find the ratio. The ratio are not the same. So it cannot be forming a ratio. So the constant are not the same. It shows that the point A, B, E are not collinear. If it is collinear, you will find the lambda with the same value. But here, we cannot find the same value. The value is not in common, not the same. So then the conclusion is the torpedo does not hit the battleship. Okay, we have to write in sentence the battleship B. Alright, because, okay, if you want to explain, you will say we cannot find the constant or ratio, or we cannot express AB in terms of how many times of the vector BE. Okay, hence the point A, point B, and point E are not collinear. Okay, so that is how you solve the HOTS question for vectors. Actually, some of you might do this way, so I show you the other alternative way. So you find your vector using the I and j, right? Okay, no problem. Let's see how you do. So you have AB, so you write AB is I plus 3j, right? And then you will write AM. Okay, let's say the M is the enemy. Okay, M is represent battleship enemy, so it's 2I plus 5j. So some of you might want to find AB and AM. Okay, it's okay, no, nothing wrong. You can find AB and BM or AB and AM, up to you. So you try to find the ratio AB over AM. Okay, so normally we will write like this, but end up we will write in terms of equation, easier for us to solve, right? So we write AB equal to a constant PAM. So that means we try to work out the ratio for the AB and AM. Alright, so now you substitute the vector into the AB and the AM, and you try to work out the P, the constant. So normally how to solve a vector is we must measure left side got 2 terms and right side got 2 terms with how many I, how many j, right? And the constant always to the left. So then we can do comparison, right? So then you can say 2p equal to 1, right? Okay, we just compare between I and I. The constant 2p, constant means a number in front of the I, is equal to 1. So p is 1 over 2. And then if I use a j, the component of the vector j, I will just compare the 3 and the 5p, right? So 3 equal to 5p, and I'm getting a p equal to 3 over 5. Okay, now you notice that this ratio is not the same like just now you found earlier. So it doesn't mean that you are wrong, okay? It's just that the path of the ratio of the line that you choose are different. You are right. So your p is not the same. P is 1 over 2 and P is 3 over 5. It means that you cannot find a common ratio. You don't have the same P, right? So it means that there is no ratio between the two vectors. Understand? So if you cannot find the same constant, it means that these two ratios are not collinear because you cannot express them in terms of the constant. Okay? Understand? So then you have to write conclusion to support your answer. This is so-called HOTS question. After you do the working, and then you have to decide, okay, write a statement, okay, to support your answer. So since both constants are not equal, right? P is 1 over 2, P is 3 over 5, they are not equal. So we have to write in a sentence. Now we have to complete the sentence to support the answer. Okay, so for HOTS question, they like to ask you to give your opinion to justify your answer. Now let's write a sentence. Since both constants are not equal, so the torpedo does not hit the battleship B. Okay, so that is the final sentence for you to support the answer. Alright, so this is called justification. So I guess that's all for today. So I shall see you in my next video teaching. Let's take a rest and enjoy the nice scenery. Bye bye and have a nice day.